My name is Hassan Sorrells, and this is the Leadership Lessons from the Great Books podcast, Shorts. There's no co-host on Shorts. These are 2 to 4 minute long observations, ideas, thoughts, or rants about the literature, philosophy, psychology, and theology of leadership. Because listening to me talk about leadership for 2 to 4 minutes is better than reading and trying to understand yet another business book. There are politicians, there are policymakers, and then there are statesmen, even at work. A politician at work is a person with a position and a title who figures out which way to turn by the direction of the organization, the team, or the culture. Usually they're savvy, usually they're dangerous, and usually they rise high because their language and their behaviors are often confused by the very people they are following with competency at even the small things. On the other hand, a policymaker at work is a person with a position, sometimes, and a title, less often, who examines the data on a particular decision and then makes a determination about how to advise the politician about which decision to make while in the midst of a sea of confusion and chaos. Then usually they wring their hands when that person doesn't follow through with a recommended decision. But they lack the charisma, the ability to build rapport, and sometimes even the human empathy to care enough to make a connection past the data they collected that convinced them long ago of the right decision a leader should make. A statesman at work is rare. This person is competent, unlike the politician, or knows enough to say out loud that they aren't competent. This person's behavior and language combine to make rhetoric in the written word persuasive, unlike the policymaker, and in the spoken word, at the very minimum, charming. This person has enough courage to parse the recommendations of the policymakers and to make a determination about what can work, what could work in the best of all possible worlds, and what will work in the world of work they actually happen to be living in. And then, over the objections of just about everyone, they lead the organization, the culture, and the team to greater heights than even they believed possible. The chances are, if you are leading a small team to perform any kind of task, you better be all three: a statesman, a politician, and a policymaker. The challenge to lead grows as the scale of responsibility, risk of failure, and the fragility of the organizational structure increase over time. However, the best statesmen look at all of that unflinchingly, and, as would an iron lady, they refuse the seduction of the U-turn backward. A statesman, it turns out, is actually not for turning. And that's it for me. Follow us on all the places that you follow us. Please subscribe to Leadership Lessons from the Great Books podcast. Please tell your friends. Please like and share. Please also check out the HSCT website for all products and solutions. Please check out the Leading Keys website for products and solutions, our remote training services, our books, our trainings that will help you become a better leader. And watch this space for more information about our upcoming book, 12 Rules for Leaders, a foundational guide to intentional leadership, coming in April 2022. Please also go to hassansorrells.com for more blogs and more posts about how you can be a better leader, and check out all of our YouTube channels online. Thanks, and have a great rest of your leadership day. Out.